Storm. We welcome you to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go through the Rocky Mountain snow in Denver. And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad game in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
Right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll go past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On play action, here's May. He'll get this one out to his fullback. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
On that opening drive, we'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by their quarterback, the veteran out of Auburn. It is Jarrett Stidham.
You know, as crazy as it sounds, Mike, it's just so funny how things can change in the NFL. There was a time not too long ago where Jarrett Stidham was viewed potentially as the heir apparent to Tom Brady in New England. Now, we all know that certainly didn't work out that way, but he is a smart quarterback, and he will give his team a legitimate chance to win as long as he does his part.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Brings up second.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it third.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short. Here's Stidham. And he'll be stopped short of a first down. And that will necessitate the call to the punt team.
A 2-yard
Fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. Inside the 30. And he will score. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots are out to a 10-0 lead.
Patriots 10, Broncos nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Mims sent in motion here. The throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Dobbins. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Pickup brings up
and after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
12 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Now here's a keeper on this own read. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Stidham. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Diggs. A gain there of 11. First down, New England.
And the Patriots, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Patriot first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground to about 7.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, Here's second and a couple. Operating for the shotgun is May. Took pass caught by Henry at the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
That's good.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
From the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The tackle made back at his
now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
May to throw on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
It's 3rd and 4. Now gun, here's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
He was covered by
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. He'll give it to Donovan. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At his own 4-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
What's going on, guys? Do it!
They'll go play action here with Stidham. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Well, not exactly
4.
a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On 1st and 10, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
It's another jet sweep with Diggs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On second down, it's May. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Number 8, Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Throwing is May. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
Yards.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
23 yards. First down, New England.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
On the tackle. It's a gain of...
So after 1, the Patriots out on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll take this one in. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Broncos nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with first down.
This entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. is Christian Barmore. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Well, a shotgun. It's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. On the handoff, Henderson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. May gonna look to throw. This one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Stidham from the pistol. Got it into the hands of Mims. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground.
Oh, the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Stidham. He connects with Mims. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
They send Sutton in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Stidham. And that is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Is a turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is May. That's complete to Henderson. Once brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
On 1st down, and we're back to Henderson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. Once more, it's Henderson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's May.
Feels like sack this entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Working his way in for the sack.
At the 20-yard
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Stidham. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Here's Stidham. Complete. Taken in by Franklin. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
That's good.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand?
In trouble, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Stidham. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he will have A Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 50-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
That'll be complete. One of the Patriots has it. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Stidham. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Christian Barmore in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Stidham. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. In this play call, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, probably for the rest of this game. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden, you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the end, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
At the 19-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. May laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Patriots will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Stidham going to throw on first down. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half.
A waste of time.
Awful! They're just disgraceful! Buttercup! Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
This one will be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Stidham to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. One broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man to Mario Douglas. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
A gain of 17
They
yards.
gained 17 on
That's
that
good
one.
for
A
the
very
Patriots.
quick first down.
First and 10.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here comes the jet sweep. And his defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
On the tackle.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Good physical run, moving forward for 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Henderson, and he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
To throw on first down is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
24 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. First down, New England.
24-yard gain on the play.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Here's a toss left side for Henderson. And they'll get it forward for 3, and that's down to the 16.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. And off, and it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Throwing now is May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, it's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Pats will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A run with Dobbins. And a up and down, just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the right side, he's got Ingram. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard
There's no more
line.
efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Dobbins. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and short. Here's Stidham. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
A gain of only a yard.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Pates offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Whoa. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On second down, it's May. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in third and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. It's Stidham. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. As we bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, it's Stidham. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
That's good.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Denver first down.
At the 48-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
17 more
Give them
yards.
17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Around a shotgun, it's Stidham. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It is uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, it's Stidham. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They quickly up to Davis. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's May. Right here down the field. Will fall incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone,
10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Probably see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 40.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll go play action here with Stidham. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Stidham to throw on second down. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Cortland Sutton.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup's good for 29 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Stidham to the air once more. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Stidham out of the gun. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
loss of 5.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Now Stidham. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start that drive. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to
He
fall.
was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll run. It's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Slot man in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down is May. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. He's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Stidham. Taken in by Franklin.
Stidham
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Really nice
Brings
timing
up
on that
second
slant
and 4.
route. You can tell the
At
quarterback and the wide
26-yard
receiver
line.
are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4. Stidham from the pistol. Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body, incomplete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Stidham. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Throwing again. Stidham going up top. That one batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To throw again, it's Stidham. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Give, it's Henderson. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Good job, good job.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run, and this is Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Made at the 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. They gonna hold on to this one. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a
They
gain
get
of
18 on that one. First down, New England.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
the draw, it's Henderson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Once more, it's Henderson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And
he's in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Rodriguez now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
6.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with first down. A play fake. They'll throw with Stidham. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. Here's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 6. A run once more. That's Harvey.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Throwing is Stidham. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On the handoff, Henderson. And he 3 timeouts on the other side. They're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
Patriots, first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
May to throw on second down. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone. football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers as a set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined the championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
They face second down and 7. First carry here for Kyren Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throw on third down, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags.
Results
It's
in a
fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
Their own 3-yard line.
Rams offense going to take over now for the second time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Man in motion is Smith. They'll go again here with Williams. And a sigh of relief. He gets a 1st down. Up past the 10 and out to the 13.
9 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Third and long. Here's Stafford. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards. That's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.